Good morning, class 4. Previous class we were doing the exercise work of the lesson 3, I Love My India. I want to repeat the summary of the lesson again before going to the rest of the portion which we need to cover. Okay, see the wrap up section again. What is India officially called? India is officially called the Republic of India. Location of India. India is located in Asia. It is surrounded by the Himalayas and 3 large water bodies. What are those 3 large water bodies? In the west we have Arabian Sea. In the east we have the Bay of Bengal. At the same time in the south Indian Ocean. Those are the 3 large water bodies surrounded by India in the southern side. Then we have seen that India has unity in spite of many diversities. Can you remember some of the major diversities of India? Geographical diversity is there. Diversity related linguistic diversity. There are different languages the Indians speak. On the basis of language there is difference. At the same time there is a diversity of religion, religious diversity. These are some of the major diversities which we can see in India. Yet we learned that in spite of many diversities, India has a unity. Next we have seen the landforms of India can be broadly divided into 5 physical divisions. Can you remember the 5 major physical divisions of India? In the north we have mountains, northern mountains. Then the plains, northern and coastal plains. Third, the southern plateau. Then comes the western desert, which is also called the Great Indian Desert. Finally, the 5th one, the island. These are the 5 major physical divisions of India. Then we discuss about states of India, union territories, and the capital of India, Delhi. Please listen carefully. A resolution to repeal Article 370 was passed by both the House of the Parliament of India. Which are the 2 houses of the Parliament of India? The Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Okay, by both the houses of the Parliament of India in August 2019. At the same time, a Reorganization Act was also passed which would reconstitute the state into 2 union territories, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. The reorganization took effect from 31st October 2019. So, as the result, we have now only 28 states, including Telangana, and 8 union territories plus Delhi, the national capital territory of Delhi. Okay, this is the political map of India today. Then we have seen that the border countries of India. India share her land borders with 7 countries and 2 island countries. Which are the 7 countries? Afghanistan, Pakistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar and Bangladesh. Which are the 2 island countries of India? Sri Lanka and Maldives. They both lie in the Indian Ocean. Okay, let us do the rest of the exercise part. See the think and answer portion. Think and answer portion. Here you have 2 questions to answer. Which are they? First one, why has India been divided into states and union territories? You have to answer that question. Why has India been divided into states and union territories? Okay, you have to think and answer for that question. India has been divided into states and union territories in order to maintain effective administration, maintain law and order, provide citizens their necessities and for overall development. This is the reason why India has been divided into different states and union territories. Okay. Okay, read the next question. How can you say that India has unity in diversity? How you can say? You have to explain it. Do you feel that today India has unity in diversity? The answer is India is called a land of unity in diversity because first reason, India consists of various religion people and all of them live together happily in the land of India. Second, India has different forms of language, dresses, food, but still our Indians live unite. Third reason, India achieved freedom in 1947. It was only because of their unity. These are the 3 major reasons that I found out by which we can say India has unity in diversity. Okay, come to the next section, do and learn. So it is an activity part. First, research. What is that? Find out the following about any one neighboring countries of India. Which are those questions? Its capital, the language spoken there, a famous monument, and a popular festival celebrated. You have to find out the following about one neighboring countries of India. We have seen that we have 7 neighboring countries including along with 2 island countries, 7 plus 2. Total there are 9 neighboring countries we have today. I have selected Kingdom of Bhutan. Can you locate Kingdom of Bhutan in this map? See, it comes here. In between Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh. Bhutan is one of the neighboring country of India. I have selected Bhutan. Okay, let us answer the question. The capital of Bhutan. Okay, first we will see where is Bhutan located in Asia. Continent Asia. Bhutan, the kingdom located in the continent of Asia, surrounded by the Himalayas. Bhutan is a small country sandwiched between India and Tibet. Okay, the country Bhutan is located in the continent of Asia, in between India and Tibet, just east of Nepal and north of Bangladesh. Bhutan is considered to be part of South Asia. Okay, then the first question. Here we have to answer. The capital of Bhutan is known Thimphu. Thimphu is the capital of Bhutan. Next, the language spoken. Dangsa or Bhutanese is a Sino-Tibetan language spoken by over 500,000 people in Bhutan. It is the sole official and national language of the Kingdom of Bhutan. The Tibetan alphabet is used to write Dongka. Dongka or Bhutanese is the Tibetan language spoken by over 500,000 people in Bhutan. So apart from Dongka or Bhutanese, there are many other languages spoken in Bhutan. There are different languages, 19 different languages and dialects spoken throughout the country. But Dongha is the most famous and widely spoken language in the Kingdom of Bhutan. Okay, third question. A famous monument of Bhutan. Tiger's Nest or Paro Sang. Of all the impressive monument of Bhutan, this is probably the most famous and photographed. Then comes the question, a popular festival celebrated in Bhutan. A popular festival celebrated in Bhutan is Thimphu Sangchu. Thimphu Sangchu is the famous festival celebrated in Bhutan. Thimphu Sangchu is the biggest and the most popular festival of Bhutan. This is also called the National Festival of Bhutan. What is the next activity? Map work. Mark and label these places on the political map of India. Which are they? The capital of India, the latest state created, the group of islands in the Bay of Bengal, the southernmost tip of the island. So, you have to mark these places in the political map of India. Okay. Let us answer the question. Activity second, map work. Okay. First you have to answer the question. Mark and label these places on the political map of India. The first one, the capital of India. See, where do we have the capital of India? The location of national capital territory of Delhi, located in the heart of the northern India. It is located in the heart of northern India. It is bounded by Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan. You can see that our national capital territory, New Delhi, it is bounded by, surrounded by Uttar Pradesh, Haryana and Rajasthan. These are the adjoining state of our national capital territory, Delhi. Okay, New Delhi is the national capital territory of Delhi. No, national capital territory of India. Okay? Which is the capital of our country? New Delhi. You can see the location. It is in the heart of North India, surrounded by Uttar Pradesh, Haryana and Rajasthan. Then the next question, the latest state created. Which is the latest state created in India? Telangana is the latest state created in India. The capital of Telangana today is Hyderabad. Both of the states have a same capital today, as we have seen. You can see the geographical position and picture of Telangana state. That state is curved from Andhra Pradesh. See the adjoining states of state Telangana. This is the political map of Telangana, which is formed June 2nd, 2002. Then comes the group of islands in the Bay of Bengal. Here comes the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. It is the group of islands in the Bay of Bengal. You can see the location of Bay of Bengal in the east of India, eastern side of India. In the eastern side of India, in the Bay of Bengal, we have the group of Andaman and Nicobar Island. This is the group of island. There are more than one islands in the Andaman and Nicobar Island. It's a group of islands. Group of island. Then the question, the southernmost tip of the mainland. Which is the southernmost tip of the mainland? Kanyakumari is the southernmost tip of the mainland. This is the location of Kanyakumari. Now it is a district in the state of Tamil Nadu. Okay, students, in a piece of paper you can draw the political map of India and mark these places there. Okay? You can take a piece of paper and draw the map of India. In that map, you have to mention these things. Our national capital, newly added state, and the group of island in the Bay of Bengal, and the northernmost tip of the mainland. Then the next section, life skills. Here also you have two questions. Which are they? If you visit a neighboring country, how should you behave there? How you should behave in a neighboring country when you visit there? So you have to answer that. You are going to visit a neighboring country. How you should behave there? Okay, which country? Which of the neighboring country of India you want to visit? I have selected Nepal, which is one of the neighboring country of India in the northeast of India. So how should I behave if I visit Nepal? So certain tips for traveling to Nepal. Always communicate your travel plan to your next of kin there. Second, food safety. Avoid water that is not bottled or boiled. Avoid raw vegetables and pre-cut fruits as much as possible. Even though Nepal is known for its pristine environment, spotless environment and beauty, note the highways and major city streets are spotless. Okay, there are 60 important tips for Nepal traveler need to know. First one, the form of greeting in Nepal is Namaste, performing by joining both palms together. It literally means the divine in me salute the divine in you. Okay, tips. Do not trek alone. When you travel in Nepal, do not trek alone. There have been numerous disappearances of solo trekkers in recent years. Therefore, do not trek alone if you visit Nepal. Solo trek is not advisable when you visit Nepal. Second, food safety. Avoid water that is not bottled or boiled. Also, avoid raw vegetables and pre-cut fruit as much as possible. In the roadside you can see fruits, which is pre-cutted fruits. Such type of fruits and raw material you have to avoid. Third, even though Nepal is known for its pristine or spotlessness or cleanliness, pristine environment and beauty, note the highways and major city streets. Highways and major city streets are not always pristine in Nepal. Therefore, be careful. 4. Do not give money to beggars that you see on the street, even though they look pitiful. You are giving away your money. Encourage them only to beg for more. If you really care, support one of many charity organizations working in Nepal. Fifth tip, be sure to exchange back all the Nepalese currencies before you leave. Sixth, do not touch someone's head or sit showing the bottom of your feet toward them. It is considered rude in the country of Nepal. Do not touch someone's head. 7. Do not fully rely on schedules and time that are committed to you, whether in verbal or written, while you are in Nepal. Do not fully rely on scheduled and time that are committed to you, whether in verbal or written, while you are in Nepal. 8. Always be alert or aware of a Bandh strike where no transportation is allowed, as they can alter all your travel plan substantially. 9. Do not assume that junk or marijuana is legal in Nepal. It is not. Even though it is common weed on hillside, you can get in trouble for picking it and carrying it for a consumption purpose. 10. Do not assume that when a Nepali says yes or shake the head in affirmation that it is a done deal or they agree with you. Reconfirm using simplest of words but being as direct as possible to make sure. 11. If you are planning to apply for the visa at the airport, make sure to have passport size photo available. 12. All nightlife pretty much end by 10 p.m. with only a few places around the Tamil area that may stay open a little later. Okay, all nightlife pretty much end by 10 p.m. in Nepal. 13. Bring a universal plug or voltage adapter kit for your electronics. Nepal uses 220 voltage only. 14. Keep in mind that there may be an entrance fee to some of the common temple and public areas, applicable only to foreigners, ranging anywhere from 250 to 700. 15. Always have some tissue paper and have a hand sanitizer with you at all time. You must keep some tissue paper and hand sanitizer with you at all time. 16. Support the non-plastic initiative. Please limit your use of plastic items and help make Nepal a better place. These are some of the tips you have to keep in mind when you visit the country Nepal. Okay, the second question. If you visit a country where vegetarian food is not available, what will you eat there in order to survive? Suppose you are going to visit a country where vegetarian food is not available. What will you eat there in order to survive? This is a question you have to answer. Okay, I have some tips to you. By eating a variety of foods including fruits, vegetables, legumes, nuts and seeds, soy products, and all grain, vegetarians can get adequate nutrients from non-meat sources. Okay students, take a screenshot of this page. Think and answer. First, why has India been divided into states and union territories? Answer. India has been divided into states and union territories in order to maintain effective administration, maintain law and order, provide citizens their necessities, and for overall development. Second, how can you say that India has unity in diversity? Question mark. Answer. India is called a land of unity and diversity because, first reason, India consists of various religion, people, and all of them live together happily in the land of India. Second reason, India has different forms of language, dresses, food, but still our Indians live united. Third reason, India achieved freedom in 1947 only because of their unity. Okay. Next question. Third, how many states and union territories are there in India after Article 370? Okay, I have added because I told you that today we have only 28 states. So for your clarification, see, a resolution to repel. Repelling means the act of taking something back. Repel Article 370 was passed by both the houses of the Parliament of India in August 2019. At the same time, a Reorganization Act was also passed which would reconstitute the state into two union territories, Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh. The reorganization took effect from 31st October 2019. This is the clarification for the question. How many states and union territories are there in India today? Okay, repel means the act of taking something back. Synonyms for repel: cancel, revoke, abrogate, do and learn, activity, first research. Kingdom of Bhutan. Where is Bhutan located in Asia? Continent. Asia, surrounded by the Himalayas. Bhutan is a small country sandwiched between India and Tibet, just east of Nepal, north of Bangladesh. Bhutan is considered to be part of South Asia. Which is the capital of Bhutan? Thimphu. Which is the language spoken in Bhutan? Songkha or Bhutanese. How many languages are spoken in Bhutan? There are 19 different languages and dialects. A famous monument of Bhutan, Tiger Nest or Paro Sankho. A popular festival celebrated in Bhutan, Thimphu Changchu festival is the national festival of Bhutanese. Next, a word meaning, that also you can note it. So second activity, map work, you have already copied it. You have already copied. Next is life skill. If you visit a neighboring country, how should you behave there? How should I behave if I visit Nepal? I have chosen Nepal. Tip for traveling to Nepal. You can copy this one, this page. Okay, for the last question, 2. If you visit a country where vegetarian food is not available, what will you eat there in order to survive? By eating a variety of food including fruits, vegetables, legumes, nuts and seeds, soy product and all grains and vegetarian can get adequate nutrients from non-meat sources. That also you can write. Okay, this is the answer of the last activity question. Read, understand and reflect. If you have doubt, you can ask. Thank you for your cooperation.